in our image gallery, if you don't know what this is, on the far right side, you'll see this colorful tab that's just sticking out there. That's where you get your image gallery. And instead of having to go to a whole different page, you actually can just click on the button and it will open up images that you have created. Okay. And now you can go through them and see them, and they load a lot faster now. So if you are new into just looking at this, this is the user experience is incredible. And as you're using it more now and putting new images in, it's even faster in the way that we're actually processing the pictures. Now, once you're in the gallery, you also have the ability to just click on an image, and that image is going to bring a detail, and it's going to tell you what the prompt was. It's going to tell you which image engine you're using. So this was generated by Midjourney, and it's going to give you the date that it was generated. And then you're also going to be able to copy the prompt and use it again. And what's great about it is if I copy the prompt, I can just slide my window out of the way and push it right back in. So I don't have to go and do anything. I can actually leave what I'm actually doing as well. That's it. I'm building these images and I'm doing different iterations. So you can see I have like several of these, and I wouldn't have to leave and come back. I can just slide the window up and down anytime I want to and see them and compare them and see if I've got the right one. Now, while you're also in here, you'll see these little white buttons. When you click these, they will highlight blue. That gives you the bulk action to be able to delete multiple ones at the same time. And you would just choose that and hit apply. And everything that would be highlighted would be deleted. Okay, so it's an easy way to clean up some of your stuff. Now, anytime that you click on these, you'll be able to go in and look at them. And if you want to see the bigger version, you just click view, and it's going to pull that image up so you can see it. And if you want to hit download, you just download it and boom, it's done. Okay, so very easy to get around and to play with your images and whatever else. But I want to go now into what actually we can deal together here. And I want to go into Leonardo AI, and I want to actually go back and I want to grab this prompt real quick, because this is the prompt that we use to create these images. And I want to talk about models for just a second. I told you before that the models will help you create that photorealistic styles or all the lighting and that kind of stuff. And so let's use this prompt. It's very similar to the one that we were talking about earlier. It's a red-haired country girl with a bright smile, wearing a plaid shirt and denim overalls, sits in the back of a rusty pickup truck. Okay, now if I do this down here with my Leonardo Anime XL, okay, so I'm just going to use it with the anime. I also can choose from a style, and there's lots of different styles, and these are to help guide you to whatever it is you're working for. Now, dynamic is the default. I'm actually going to go with a cinematic close-up. Okay, so I want it to be a close-up of whatever it is. And then you have your image sizes, and you can do verticals, or you can portrait views if you're going to go into, let's say, social media platforms that need a portrait, maybe like Instagram. I'm going to go with 1024 by 1024. Now you can also choose how many images you want. Okay, so you can go up to 4 different images. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do one image, and I'm just going to generate it. Now, the great thing about Leonardo AI, DALL-E 3, and SDXL is that they're fast. Okay, it only costs a credit, and you can see I can get what I'm looking for. But why is it so cartoony? That's because of the model that I chose. I chose to use the Anime XL. Okay, so that's what that model is all about. It's going to create me a cartoon type of model. Now, if I wanted to go back and I wanted to use it, though, let's say with a photorealistic one, I can do that with my Lighting XL, and I can just change one thing, nothing in the prompt, just changing in my model. I can actually get a completely different version of what that prompt will look like. And these are the things that you can play with as you're starting to go and learn. And you can see now I've got a photorealistic version of her in the back of a rusty pickup truck that's missing the front, right? But you can keep playing around with this over and over until you get what it is that you're looking for. And you can, it doesn't really matter what size of these things that you're going to be creating. It's just whatever you're going to be using it for, that's what it is. Now, I like to go with the highest resolution, and I can always make it smaller later. But that's just totally up to you guys and what you choose to do. And so just realize that when you're choosing all of these different pictures and images and stuff like that, the models do make a big difference. And it's just about learning them. And for people who are saying, I just want to be able to go and do it right the first time, you got to start to understand how AI works. And that is to find the ones that you understand there's a learning curve in everything. And so just understand that there is a learning capability that you'll have to go through. And it's the same in all of these, whether you're using Midjourney, which I believe Midjourney gives you the best options to do that. The SDXL does the same thing. It gives you models that you can use. We've simplified them. I don't even know what this one will look like, but we can use the exact same prompt here with SDXL and just see what we're going to get with that. But I do know that if I want the perfect, best photorealistic image, I'm going to go and I'm going to spend a few more credits, but I'm also going to make sure that I get, and again, this is just Dynavision, so it's cartoony. You can go into something that's going to give you more photorealistic stuff. I'm going to go in and I'm probably going to use Midjourney if I want the best photorealistic one. That's just the way I would do it. And you have all these capabilities inside of the image lab just for that purpose. You might find something that you can do in one of the other engines, but you're going to find which one's best for whatever you're trying to create. And yes, it takes a little trial and error to go through the process of doing this. And so spend a little time in learning how these prompts function. Now, if you're looking at speed, DALL-E 3, Leonardo AI, SDXL, they are the quickest ones to come up with these images. And so you'll be able to do things pretty quick that way. A couple of things I do want to go through with the ability of just using and switching between all of these is the ability of using some of the new things that we've added to help build along this process. So I'm going to actually jump back over here to Midjourney real quick. And you'll see that there's a little wand on all of these new things that we're doing. You see this little wand down here. If you see a prompt box or you see a text field, it doesn't matter where it is, wherever that is. And by the way, you see this? You don't have to stay on the page, guys. This is all happening in the background. So you can go and create another image. You don't have to stay there and wait for that image. And if all you want to do is to find it, just jump back in and you'll see that there is your image that was created. Okay. And you can go and use it from there. This is all happening in the background. You can keep moving faster and faster through your work, and you can go get 2 or 3 of them started at the same time.